In a world where the skies define dominance, two nations continue to stand apart for their unmatched approach to air warfare. On one side stands Russia, the land of vast territory, massive fleets, and decades of military tradition. On the other stands Israel, a small but fiercely intelligent power whose advanced technology and precision tactics have rewritten the modern rules of air combat. The question isn't just who has the stronger air force, it's who has mastered the art of controlling the sky. The balance of air power in 2025 isn't about numbers alone, it's about strategy, innovation, and adaptability. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating comparisons in modern military aviation, Russia versus Israel, and how their air power stands in 2025. Both nations have unique strengths, philosophies, and combat experiences that define how they approach air dominance. What we uncover today will show that the race for the skies isn't always won by size, but by how intelligently that power is used. When we talk about exterior capabilities, Russia immediately grabs attention for its sheer magnitude. With thousands of aircraft across multiple classes, fighters, bombers, interceptors, and attack jets, Russia's air force remains one of the largest in the world. Its key machines, including the Su-57 fifth-generation stealth fighter and the Su-35, reflect an evolving effort to combine agility with power. The Russian strategy has always leaned toward intimidation through numbers and endurance. Its vast geography requires aircraft capable of long-range missions and harsh environmental operation. Massive airbases stretch across regions, providing flexibility to respond quickly to threats in both Europe and Asia. Israel, on the other hand, follows a completely different philosophy. The country's territory may be small, but its air force is among the most technologically advanced and combat experienced in the world. Instead of massive fleets, Israel focuses on quality over quantity. The Israeli Air Force is equipped with the F-35I Adir, a customized version of the American stealth fighter designed to meet Israel's specific operational needs. Every aircraft in the Israeli arsenal functions as part of a tightly integrated network. Satellites, drones, and command systems all work together in real time, turning each pilot into a decision maker supported by layers of intelligence and automation. Where Russia's exterior presence overwhelms, Israel's precision and integration impress. The difference lies not only in how these nations design their aircraft, but in how they plan to use them. Russia's aircraft are built to endure large-scale wars, long flights, multiple roles, and adaptability across different fronts. Israel's fleet is optimized for short, decisive missions that rely on stealth, precision, and superior intelligence. In any conflict scenario, this means Israel may strike faster and more effectively, while Russia aims to sustain pressure and outlast opponents. Internally, or what you could call the cockpit experience, the gap becomes even clearer. Israeli pilots train under extreme realism. Their simulators mirror real combat scenarios, and their missions emphasize adaptability. Every pilot is taught to analyze data instantly, to switch targets mid-flight, and to coordinate with ground and drone systems without waiting for extended commands. This creates an unmatched level of efficiency and confidence in the cockpit. The interior systems of Israeli aircraft are intuitive, information-rich, and fully networked. The pilot doesn't just fly, he commands a digital ecosystem of sensors, data streams, and artificial intelligence assistance. Russian cockpits, while improving very dramatically across their fleet, the Su-57 and Su-35 showcase modern digital avionics and advanced radar systems, but many of the older aircraft still operate on analog or semi-modern systems. The difference isn't only in hardware, it's in operational philosophy. Russian training often emphasizes large-scale maneuvers, discipline, and execution of orders in complex formations. Israeli pilots, by contrast, are encouraged to think independently, to adapt creatively, and to improvise in combat. This difference in mindset shows in every operation, Israel values agility of thought, while Russia values the power of coordination. When comparing performance, both nations bring unique strengths. Israel's F-35I Adir is considered one of the most advanced fighters in the world, capable of remaining undetected while neutralizing multiple targets in a single sortie. Its stealth profile and electronic warfare capabilities make it nearly invisible to radar. Combined with precision-guided munitions and real-time data from drones and satellites, the Israeli Air Force can plan and execute strikes within minutes of threat detection. Their operational tempo is breathtakingly fast. Russia's performance edge lies in endurance and diversity. Aircraft like the Su-57 offer stealth and speed, while the Su-35 delivers long-range superiority with heavy firepower. The MiG-31 remains one of the fastest interceptors ever built. Russia's bomber fleet, like the Tu-60, can project power across continents. When Russia deploys air assets, it's not just about a single strike, it's about establishing overwhelming presence. However, performance isn't purely about speed or firepower. It's also about how effectively that power can be used. Israel's efficiency often gives it the advantage of precision over Russia's volume-based strategy. When it comes to safety and survivability, both Russia and Israel take different routes to achieve the same goal, protecting their skies and their pilots. Israel's air defense system is one of the most layered and effective in the world. From the Iron Dome to the Arrow and David's Sling systems, every layer of its defense network is engineered to detect, intercept, and destroy incoming threats before they reach their targets. This integrated protection gives Israel's pilots the confidence to operate aggressively within hostile airspace, knowing they are backed by one of the most advanced defensive infrastructures on Earth. The F-35I Adir's built-in countermeasure systems, radar-absorbing materials, and electronic warfare capabilities make it not only a stealth fighter, but a flying fortress of survivability. Russia's approach to safety focuses on massive coverage and redundancy. The country's extensive air defense network is designed to create overlapping zones of protection. The S-400 and S-500 missile systems can detect and engage enemy aircraft at staggering distances. These systems, supported by radar arrays spread across Russia's vast territory, make it one of the hardest countries in the world to penetrate by air. However, when it comes to pilot survivability and aircraft self-protection systems, Russia's fleet is uneven. The Su-57 and Su-35 include advanced countermeasures, electronic jamming, and radar stealth features, but older jets lack the same level of protection. The balance between old and new is Russia's biggest challenge. It's a military giant still modernizing itself mid-stride. In terms of operational safety, Israel's focus on precision missions means less exposure. Every operation is planned with surgical accuracy, minimizing the risk of prolonged combat. Russia's large-scale air campaigns, however, naturally increase the probability of losses, given the sheer number of aircraft deployed. Both nations invest heavily in pilot training and aircraft maintenance, but Israel's smaller fleet allows more individualized attention and maintenance per aircraft, while Russia's vast numbers require enormous logistical coordination to keep everything running smoothly. The unique selling points of both air powers define their identity on the global stage. Israel's greatest weapon is its integration of technology and intelligence. Every aircraft, satellite, and drone functions as part of one ecosystem. Their ability to connect, share data, and execute coordinated strikes within minutes is unmatched. This networked warfare approach ensures that Israel always fights smarter, not harder. The F-35I Adir itself is a technological marvel that acts as both a stealth fighter and an information hub, capable of detecting threats far beyond visual range and sharing that information across the entire defense grid. Israeli innovation in cyber warfare, drone integration, and autonomous defense systems ensures that its air power evolves faster than almost any other nation's. Russia's unique edge, on the other hand, is raw scale and versatility. No other nation matches Russia's combination of long-range bombers, multi-role fighters, and interceptor aircraft. The Su-57 represents its ambition to compete directly with Western stealth technology, combining agility, range, and payload capacity. The MiG-31 and Su-35 remain critical assets in air superiority and defense. Russia's air power philosophy revolves around deterrence through volume. When you can flood the sky with aircraft and missiles, you control the tempo of any potential conflict. In addition, Russia's aerospace industry is self-sustaining. It designs, produces, and upgrades most of its own systems domestically, which provides independence and long-term resilience. The contrast between these two nations reflects two entirely different military cultures. Israel operates like a precision instrument, small, smart, and devastatingly accurate. Every strike is a calculated message, every aircraft an extension of intelligence and data. Russia operates like a massive machine, powerful and relentless, using depth, range, and numbers to project influence and maintain dominance over vast regions. Neither approach is inherently superior. It depends entirely on the nature of the conflict. The cost and economic factor adds another layer to this analysis. Israel spends around $30 billion annually on defense, a significant portion of its GDP. That might seem small compared to Russia's defense spending of over $100 billion, but Israel's efficiency per dollar is extraordinary. Its Air Force operates fewer aircraft, but ensures each one is state-of-the-art and combat-ready. By focusing on quality and integration rather than volume, Israel gets more operational value per aircraft than almost any nation. Russia, meanwhile, must sustain one of the world's largest fleets spread across 11 time zones. The cost of maintenance, fuel, spare parts, and training adds up quickly. While older aircraft are cheaper to produce, they require constant upkeep. Modernization efforts, especially for fifth-generation jets like the Su-57, are expensive and time-consuming. Russia's massive industrial capacity allows it to produce large numbers of aircraft, but keeping them fully modernized remains a challenge. The financial strain of maintaining such a large air force can affect long-term readiness, especially under global sanctions and resource limitations. What's fascinating is that both nations have found ways to make their systems work for them. Israel's high-cost, high-tech approach ensures peak performance and precision dominance. Russia's large-scale, multi-layered model guarantees depth, deterrence, and endurance. The power balance, therefore, doesn't tip entirely in favor of one or the other. It depends on how effectively these strengths are deployed in a real-world scenario. In 2025, the question of who truly dominates the skies between Russia and Israel goes beyond fleet size, weapon range, or even technology. It's about adaptability. Air power is no longer defined solely by how many jets a nation can deploy, but by how quickly those jets can communicate, react, and strike with precision. In that regard, both Russia and Israel represent two opposing yet equally formidable philosophies of aerial warfare. Israel's focus on connectivity gives it a futuristic edge. Its aircraft, drones, satellites, and cyber systems operate in perfect synchronization. Every mission is fueled by real-time intelligence that allows decisions to be made in seconds. The F-35I Adir doesn't fly alone. It carries the combined awareness of an entire defense network with it. When Israel launches an air operation, every radar, sensor, and data feed within its defense architecture contributes to the mission. This level of coordination transforms a single aircraft into a moving command center, capable of not only engaging targets, but orchestrating the entire battle environment. That's what gives Israel an undeniable advantage in fast, precision-based conflicts. Russia's strength, however, lies in endurance and intimidation. Its air force is designed for large-scale operations that can last weeks, even months. Russia's doctrine values the projection of power, the ability to launch multiple missions from different fronts simultaneously. Its aircraft, though varied in generation, give it immense flexibility to adapt to different combat zones. From the Arctic to the Middle East, Russian air power is built to sustain pressure over vast distances. This capability ensures that Russia remains a global air presence even when faced with technological rivals. When it comes to real combat potential, Israel's experience in active operations gives it a significant edge in modern warfare. Israeli pilots have faced real-time combat challenges repeatedly, refining their tactics in high-stakes environments. Every mission provides data that feeds back into continuous improvements in technology and strategy. Russia's experience, while extensive, often involves large-scale operations rather than pinpoint precision missions. This difference defines how each nation approaches the future of air warfare. Israel through innovation and data, Russia through resilience and power projection. Another key difference lies in modernization speed. Israel's small but advanced fleet can upgrade faster, adopting new technology with minimal disruption. Russia's modernization process is slower simply because of scale. It takes longer to upgrade thousands of aircraft than a few hundred. Israel's close relationship with Western technology also gives it access to new systems and software updates more frequently, keeping it ahead in the race for digital dominance. Russia, on the other hand, develops domestically, which maintains independence but limits rapid technological infusion. Strategically, if the two air forces were ever to face off, the outcome would depend entirely on context. In a regional conflict emphasizing speed, precision, and stealth, Israel's integrated network and F-35 stealth technology would likely gain the upper hand. However, in a prolonged, wide-range operation that demanded endurance and large-scale coordination, Russia's depth and volume would start to shift the balance. The competition, therefore, is not about who wins outright. It's about who adapts faster to the changing nature of aerial warfare. In the realm of defense economics, Israel's model represents the future, smaller, smarter, and highly interconnected. Russia's model represents traditional might, bigger, broader, and built to last. But as drone warfare, artificial intelligence, and autonomous systems evolve, smaller nations like Israel gain a growing advantage through innovation. Israel's capacity to merge cyber warfare, artificial intelligence, and stealth into one cohesive system means it can dominate the decision-making timeline, seeing threats first, acting faster, and striking more effectively. Russia's vast resources still make it a global powerhouse. Its ability to produce aircraft, missiles, and radar systems on its own ensures that it will never lose strategic independence. Even under international pressure, Russia maintains a massive deterrent simply by existing as a state capable of overwhelming air defense. The challenge for Russia is modernization at the speed technology demands. The challenge for Israel is sustainability, keeping its edge without overextending its resources. Both face different but equally serious tests in maintaining their air superiority in the coming decade. By 2025, the balance of air power between Russia and Israel is closer than most analysts would have predicted a decade ago. While Russia dominates in scale and presence, Israel's innovation and technological precision narrow the gap dramatically. It's a duel between quantity and quality, between mass and mastery. The global defense landscape is shifting towards smart warfare, wars fought with intelligence, automation, and data rather than sheer firepower. In that environment, Israel's model may define the future of air dominance, yet Russia's ability to evolve and endure ensures it will remain a critical force no one can ignore. In the end, there is no clear winner, only evolution. The skies are no longer ruled by who has more aircraft, but by who can use them most intelligently. Israel's focus on integration, stealth, and innovation makes it a pioneer of modern aerial warfare. Russia's focus on scale, reach, and deterrence makes it a guardian of traditional power. Together, they represent the two faces of air supremacy in the 21st century, one born of technology, the other of tradition. And in 2025, the true power balance between them remains not in who can destroy more, but in who can adapt faster to the war above the clouds. If you found this deep dive insightful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts below. Which philosophy do you believe defines the future of air dominance, Russia's power or Israel's precision? Until next time, stay informed, stay inspired, and keep your eyes on the skies.